Anthony Rendon.
Rendon.
He still doesn't like baseball, Brad.
It sure doesn't seem like it.
He said, quote, "It's never been a top priority for me. This is a job. I do this to make a living. My faith, my family come first before this job. So if those things come before it, I'm leaving." What he means to say there is that if something gets in the way of faith and family, if the baseball gets in the way of faith and family, I think he means that he'll just leave. He later added, "It's a priority for sure because it's my job. I'm here, aren't I?" Now, the basketball player Jokic, right?
Oh yeah.
Feels exactly the same way. Serbian guy.
Yeah.
Love him for that attitude, right?
After the finals, he's just like, I am so ready to be done playing basketball. I just want to go ride my horses.
I want to go home. Now, here's the difference for me, because it bears questioning. Why are we upset that Anthony Rendon is talking like this, but we're not upset that Serbian basketball player is talking like the same messaging, right? They're saying the same thing. Here's the difference. Jokic is winning, and he's busting his butt, and he is successful, and he is all that. Rendon doesn't play half the time and doesn't want to play, it appears, and gets in fights with fans and stuff like that. So, like, that, to me, there's the difference. If you were showing up every day and you didn't really like wear your begrudging attitude on your sleeve, and you weren't, what appears to be stepping away as often as possible, and then you also maintained the sentiment that, yeah, okay, I'm ready to be done, though, you'd get a pass from me. That'd be okay.
Right.
But it's not that. It's totally different. So the question is, how relatable is this, though? Because I think as fans, how many of us have gone to a job and been like, oh man, I'm so ready
this
to
is
be
the thing.
done.
This is the thing, is that, like, so I enjoy what I do with my day job.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I don't always enjoy the scope of what I do.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But my job as a whole, I enjoy it. But at the same time, in that respect, sometimes it's like, it's just my job. I got to get through, get my hours in, get my work done, right?
Yep.
And then when I'm done, I'm done. I don't think about it. I don't answer messages after I'm done because my work time saves my work time, right?
Yep.
So I get that for him. He's like, this just happens to be my job. Baseball is my job, so I'm going to go do it. I'm going to report to spring training when I'm supposed to. I'm going to do my workouts. I'm going to go through it, everything. And my thing too is like, but my family is number one. So if you want me to work weekends or you need me to work late, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that for you.
Right.
You would have to pay me a whole lot more, which he's getting.
And he knew going in, this is how it goes. It's not like somebody held a gun to his head and said, excuse me, and you will now be coerced into this thing you didn't sign up for. It's like, no.
Right. Because he knew the work ethic and what it takes to get there. And he went through and he did it. So at what point for him did it shift, or did it never shift? And it was just always like, I want to go get paid and I'm going to get out. Right. Is he just biding his time, getting through his contract so he can get out? Because you can't tell me that baseball doesn't cut into your family time.
Bro,
as a professional baseball player, it's going to cut in your time with your family. And so I'm curious, at what point does the travel schedule get to him and he's just like, I can't handle it anymore, I'm out? Because that's sure what it seems like.
Yeah, it does.
So,
this is totally a tangent, but I just had the funniest thought and I'm going to share it.
Okay.
So Dave Ramsey keeps coming under fire on social media for the advice that he's been giving, specifically our generation,
for not being
relatable. I would just love to see him on the phone with Anthony Rendon on that talk show of his, being like, all right, Dave, what do you suggest I do with my such and such millions of dollars? And I'm just biding my time, man. I can't. How many envelopes would Dave Ramsey recommend?
I'm curious. I don't know how much service time he has. I wonder if he's waiting. I mean, he's getting real close to 10 years.
He's got to be getting close.
He's got 10 years of service time. He's fully vested.
So he's out.
He could just, boom, he could get out if he wanted to today.
Dude is done. That may be it right there. Okay, so but there's more. He also said, I don't want to have surgeries. You think I like going under the knife and being in pain the majority of my time? I can't pick up my kids. I can't walk. You think I enjoy that? I don't want to do that. Now, listen, that is relatable. And there are certain situations where a surgical solution is the right answer, perhaps the only answer. And I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as medical advice. But I am the recipient of multiple surgeries, big, fat,
Right.
ugly ones. And I'm telling you, there are moments where you have to, like me, or you can say no, and there are consequences on both sides, and it is a lose-lose proposition at a certain level. So he's not wrong about not being able to pick up his kids, or versus, do I want to throw a baseball or do I want to play with my kids? That's a real problem. I can see
Right.
that.
No, I understand that. But at the same time, Brig, it's another thing you're signing up for. It's like they tell guys when they go to the NFL. The NFL has a 100% injury rate. You are
Yeah.
not going to get out of the NFL without some kind of surgery because that is the
Yeah.
nature of the sport.
Yeah.
Baseball, with the way that they do surgery now, has gotten to be pretty close to the same way. Like you tweaked your ankle in August, it just didn't quite get better. Season's over. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go clean it up.
Let's fix it real quick. You got a bone
Right?
spur.
You'll be
Just
ready to go by spring
grind it down.
training. You'll be fine. Do your rehab
Yeah.
during your time off. You'll be ready to go and you'll be fine. Will you be good as new? No, but you'll be better off than you were. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. With the way surgery is now, guys are having surgeries all the time. It's the
Totally.
nature of the beast. And that is something you're signing up for with this job. And
Yes.
you need to know that going in. I don't
Totally.
feel like he should be like, well, I don't want to have surgery as a baseball player. Well, it's part of your job, man. Your team wants you to be the best you can be. Are you ever going to be 100% again? No, but you're going to be better than you were with the injury.
I
And
got to give
so,
him some grace here, though, man, because pain, I've said this all for years. Pain is poison. Okay.
right. Yeah.
Chronic pain is poison. It will literally erode your personality. It will erode the views on life that you once held dear. It will take all of your value systems and shake them up in a Yahtzee cup and throw them back on the table. Like, you do not know what it's like to live with chronic pain until you've lived with chronic pain. Not you specifically, Brad, but just
No,
in
I know.
general.
I understand you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm telling you that his sort of shifting attitude makes way more sense if we push it through the lens of chronic pain. The dude is in chronic pain and has been for an extended period of time. Then this sort of angry Anthony that we're seeing now makes a ton of sense. And I'm glad he brought that up because that offers us an opportunity to either empathize or sympathize with him. And I don't think he's been getting that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that. But the other thing with this though, Brig, is that was it Jonathan Papelbon who said that he didn't like baseball when he's in Washington.
Right now,
That
see, there's
so
yes,
so he's I don't know that the chronic pain is necessarily shifting his view on the
you're
sport.
right. You're
It might
right.
just be
Maybe
an
that's not.
excuse,
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Or maybe
you
that's the
know?
only reason he's being vocal about it now. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just
I don't know.
I'm just saying that last little bit of information offered me some nuance, and I think it's probably more nuanced than we once thought.
It could be. It could be. Or that could just be his new excuse.
Could be.
Because I
Totally
do
possible.
think, Brig, that especially as a professional athlete, you have to realize at one point or another, I'm gonna, especially if you've been in the league for 10 years, at one point or another, I'm gonna have an injury that requires surgery. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like the rehab because rehab sucks.
Bro.
But I've
Rehabs.
got to go through it. I've got to get it done, especially if I want to continue to make millions upon millions of dollars every
Yeah.
single year to play a
Yeah.
kid's game.
That's true. I agree with that.
Because that's why they make millions upon millions of dollars every single year, is because they're really, really good at what they do. And to continue to be able to earn that paycheck, they have to go through all the really crappy stuff to get there. I always joke that, man, if I had learned how to work hard like early, I'd have been a way better baseball player than I was, because as like an 11, 12-year-old, I was told, like, man, you're the best player on this team. It's like, I don't need to work hard at baseball. I got this. Got to figure it out.
Exactly.
Turn 13, 14, 15 years old, no longer the best player on my team. I don't know what it takes to get to that next level, though, and I never did.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So
yeah,
he's been through the crappy to get there. He should understand it, and this is the next level crappy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys deal with it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what your job is. There's a bunch of crap for sure.
You're right, man. It's
I'm
there.
telling you.